G'day, I'm Lorne from Darche, and today we're going to show you our Buffalo 1535 hardshell rooftop tent. Everything you need to mount this to your vehicle is included in the box. It is fairly simple to fit yourself, however if you want assistance we'd suggest you talk to your local four-wheel drive fitter about helping with installing it. So let's jump into the setup. So here, before we start, when you pull this out of the box, the first thing you're going to need to do is fix some of this case hardware to the outside. So that'll be your 4 window stay brackets. There are 2 on the front, 1 at each end of the tent, and 1 on each side just in front of that gas strut at the top there. You'll also need to mount your ladder brackets. We've got those dead center right in the middle there. You can move those to any position on the tent that's convenient for your setup to climb in and out. And you're also going to be fitting the case handles yourself as well. They're all just square nuts into a T-slot and an Allen bolt down on top. So nice and easy, you can put those wherever is convenient for your setup. Once you've got it all set up and mounted on the vehicle, to set up the tent, you're going to hook the ladder onto the ladder brackets. Release the strap there, just pull the ladder all the way out, give it a bit of a wiggle to make sure it's locked in, and then just adjust from the top rung. Keep adjusting from the top until you reach the desired length. Then we're going to jump up on the ladder, release the case latches on each side, and just push the top of the tent up. Gas struts are going to do most of the work there. I'm going to grab the elastic and just hook that in around the base of the tent. Then we're going to find the canopy frame under here and just fold that forward. If we just give that a gentle push on each side, that'll lock into the clips at the bottom of the frame that should now be anchored in place. Then we're just going to release the trigger locks on each side of the frame and push the frame all the way up. Once you've got it all the way extended, close the trigger locks again, 1 on each side. And then we're going to start fitting the window poles. So you've got 2 longer poles which sit in the front here. Hook the end into the eyelet on the corner of the fly. And then we've got 2 short poles for the sides and again into the eyelet on the fly. Then you've got a couple of little shoe bags that come with the tent. Also just slot into this bottom track on the case. You can go anywhere you want, but typically you're going to go either side of the ladder. And then lastly, there's a last little optional step here, depending on the conditions. With the tent, you're going to find this little bag. It's got a couple of guy ropes and pegs in it. I'm just going to tie on to these eyelets in the center of the fly. And this has a couple of purposes. One is just to hold the fly down and stop it from flapping around in the wind. And the other is if you're expecting to get some rain, you want to make sure you've pulled these down to create a gutter on the fly so that water will run off rather than pulling on the top. Tie that one on the other side there, just like that. I'm just going to take our pegs. This can go basically anywhere you like. That's a position where they're not too likely to be tripped over. Just hook the guy ropes around those and tension them up. And pull some tension on those all the way to the top. Now with everything fully set up, let's jump into the tent and show you some of the internal features. All right, so inside the tent here, there's a couple of features to show you. The first thing you're going to notice is the LED strips all the way around the top of the case. So those just terminate in a USB-A connection there. I'm just going to plug that into a little battery pack so I can show you. We'll switch those on. That's a mix of white and orange lights. You can also go fully orange, and they'll switch to just plain white as well. They're dimmable too, just on a little controller there. Then at the back of the tent here, you've got this nice big storage pocket, the big clear window in there so you can stick your tablet in if you want to watch a movie. And then in each corner of the tent, you'll find these little storage pouches as well, just for any small items you need to keep track of inside the tent. You've got one either side at the back and one either side of the door at the front as well. I'm sitting on here a nice 50mm memory foam mattress, very comfortable. And the inside of the tent also has a blackout coating. So with all the doors and windows zipped up tight, it stays nice and dark inside the tent even during the day. You've got a big sky window at the top that is fully closable from the inside. So you've got an independent mesh and canvas screen to close that off. And then you've got, of course, mesh and canvas on all your windows as well. So with that covered, let's jump into the pack up. All right, so now we're showing you how to set it all up. We're going to teach you how to pack it away again. So essentially what we're going to do here is just every step we've just gone through in reverse. We might as well start with the shoe bags while we're on the ladder here. Just slide those out and chuck them back into the tent. The next step is going to be the window poles. Just move around and grab those one at a time. And next, you're going to find your trigger locks on each side of the canopy frame and release them. And we're just going to grab the canopy bar at the top and just pull that down. Then at each corner, I'm just going to push the canopy frame gently forward to release the tension and pull the pin out of the pin locks. Same thing on the other side. And now the frame should fold back flat into the tent. From there, we jump onto the ladder and just find our little elastic strap here. Pull that out and just sit that up as high as we can on the tent and pull the case closed using the strap there. As we do that, we just want to make sure we grab any loose material at the sides, make sure there's nothing hanging out, pull the tent closed, and just fasten your case latches on either side there. And there you go, your tent's all packed up, ready to go. Thanks for watching our video on the Buffalo 1535 hardshell rooftop tent. There are more specs and details available at our website, dutchie.com.au, and the tent is also available there to order now. Thanks very much.